All
Did
right.
we break it?
Oh, no, we didn't break it.
It's totally broken.
It's not.
I don't see it on the screen.
All right.
Okay.
It's day 9.
It's day 9, yeah.
So today I thought that we could talk a little bit about clean eating.
Yes, that was your plan.
That was my plan all along. No. So we want to talk a little bit about cleaning, what that means to us, because I think it means something different to everyone.
Yes.
So I'm talking like a millennial. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you are. Stop doing that.
I'm going to stop doing that. For all of you out there, please don't do that. So to us, I think clean eating means making food and buying ingredients.
Yes. for sure.
So if your food contains more than 2 or 3 ingredients, especially ones that you can't read, chances are it's probably not a clean food.
Yeah.
So
I'd agree with that.
we have I'll give a gray line example because we do have like this plantain chip that has plantains, coconut oil, and salt.
That's it, yes.
And I would say that's pretty close. I'd say you'd probably be all right eating that.
It's one of the cleaner type chips you could probably
Right.
eat if you were going that way, but you can also just buy plantains.
You can buy a plantain,
Buy them.
fry them up, and they're delicious.
I know it's hard sometimes for people because it's a lot of work to do this. But I think it goes back to what we talked about before, that you're worth doing that work for.
Yeah.
And when you don't treat yourself that way, then you get the end result of that is
Maybe that's
not
something-
feeling good.
Maybe that's something that we need to talk about in another episode, but having that
Episode.
episode.
It's our TV show.
Oh, yeah, it kind of feels like a TV show sometimes. We're looking at a camera. And, it's talking about having that goal, out there that you can work towards. And I think we talked a little bit about that, but more, making sure that that's something that gets you out of bed in the morning and makes you want to do this because it does get hard. There are so many nights that it would be so nice just to call and order pizza or get Thai food or something along those lines. So where it's just DoorDash or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to cook it, but I think that if you have that goal that you're working towards and it's going to be easier for you to do. So what are some other examples of clean eating that you could say? Or
I mean,
give?
I think that we can, because we've tried all of the diets. So
We have tried all of the diets.
All pretty much, except for vegan.
Yeah, vegan we haven't tried.
Sorry. I can't do that.
Sorry
It's a
to our
tough
vegan
one.
friends out there.
Just a tough one, and I think because unfortunately you don't do a ton of clean eating as a vegan because a lot of it is prepackaged stuff.
Yeah.
And that happens with every diet. I'm not saying if someone's vegan and they're just very, strict with it and
like
clean
that raw
eating.
vegan lady that you used to follow.
Yeah, she was really cute.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name. But
Yeah,
she was cute.
but buying to me
Christine, I think.
like buying fake meat in a package is not.
No, I wouldn't think that that's good because it's a whole
Okay.
list. I mean, if you just buy beef, it's beef. And then if you buy the plant-based stuff, it's blah, blah, blah. Tons of different, not nice-looking ingredients to me. But I guess any diet that you take in the purest form of it is going to be clean eating if you think about it. So one of the time we did keto pretty successfully, I think.
I would say so.
But when you start to be like, oh, this bread is keto friendly or whatever, and just here's a keto treat, and I think that's where you get off the rails.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that for keto for us, we were doing it successfully, and I think that once we started adding in the almond flours and the like you said the keto treats and the xylitol ice cream and
I would say that now we kind of are doing low carb, I guess, sort of, but not really, because I'm not focused on that. I'm not focused on this is low carb. Because once you start to do that, then you can go buy yourself some low carb bread and call it a day.
Right.
I ate low carb today.
Well,
I don't.
So I mean, I guess we could walk through.
play that.
We could walk through. I guess what we ate today, real quick, and then so for breakfast,
Sweet potatoes.
we had sweet potatoes and eggs, which are our
That's
typical.
one of our, and then another meal would just be just scrambled eggs You like nutritional yeast.
Yeah, you can use.
That.
So what I like to do is I like to do scrambled eggs, mushrooms, and spinach, and then
Yeah.
you sprinkle nutritional yeast on top of it, and it tastes like cheese.
Right, because we're not doing
dairy.
dairy right now.
Yeah. And then for lunch we had our chicken salad, which we will get a recipe up for that to show that.
And then what do we have for dinner? Oh,
For
yeah.
dinner, I made sausage, peppers, and onions, and
Yummy.
so for the sausage, I actually bought ground pork, put the spices in it, and made the sausage. So we know there's no maltodextrin or sugar in it or anything like that, and we just kind of used basic ingredients to make the dinner. So
And I think it's for people who don't know us, it's important to know like we have 6 kids all together, and 5 of them live at home. So if anybody knows about not having time to do stuff, it's definitely us.
Oh yeah,
Like, we
absolutely.
don't. But we're taking this time.
Right.
now. That's
Well-
what you have to do. You have to take the time.
And, everybody always says, I'll find time. No, you'll never find time. You have
No.
to make time. You have to make time, and it has to be important to you.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think. Oh, I just forgot to mention yesterday because we were both really tired yesterday. That's the one thing I've been tired, but it feels like a different kind of tired. It's not like that carb.
yeah,
Tired,
we're
you
still
know what I mean?
working on the sleep schedule.
Yeah. No, because we had a kid that had to be picked up late, and that was annoying. But I did weigh myself yesterday. I know I said I wasn't going to do that, but you sort of convinced me with your whole it's a data point. That's my impression of Chris.
Ah, wait till I do my impression of her.
So that's a really good impression. It's a data point.
Wow.
Anyway, so it is a data point. But I thought I'll just weigh myself once a week. Are you making faces at me when I Anyway, it is a data point, and we also have to measure ourselves too.
Yes.
So we should do that soon.
Yes.
It's not super planned out, but that's okay.
That's all right. We're working on it.
Yeah, so I think that'll be the next step. The next data point to add to it. And I will say, the iPhone does really have a lot of cool features in it to help you.
The health app.
If you put in your height and weight, it'll give you your BMI, which that was scary. I'm sure we'll share that at some point, but I'm not.
I'm happy to share mine.
I'm not
Mine
comfortable.
was obese class 1, so yes, I am obese.
That is. I don't want to share mine, but anyway.
So that's my
Where's
first
that?
goal, is to get rid of that obese classification.
Right. Yeah. That's a tough one to see.
Yeah.
But I know, and you keep reading stories about the obesity epidemic. I mean, obviously we have other problems in our country, but that's a big one. And for people, it's not that I believe that people who, someone who's overweight could potentially be a lot healthier than someone who's super thin, So it's not really that part of it. But it is what we do eat as Americans, and it's not great.
Is it tofu? Thin on the outside, fat on the inside?
Yes.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you ever go to another country, they're generally appalled what Americans eat.
Well, I mean, and all you have to do is go back and look at. We're gonna get long off topic here.
It's okay.
But we never do that.
Never do that.
But all you have to do is go back and look at pictures. Literally go and Google pictures, 50s and 60s pictures from the beaches in the United States, and tell me how many overweight people you see. Not very many.
You're not going to.
It's unbelievable when you do that and look, and we're talking what, 60 years of 60, 70 years now of that. It didn't take long.
No, it didn't. And maybe someday we'll talk about the history of that, because I've read so much, and I've watched so many documentaries about really what went wrong in our country as far as fat being demonized and sugar being put in basically
Glorified,
everything.
put in everything. Because they took all the fat out and had to make it taste good.
Right, exactly. But
So,
that's
anyway.
that is a topic for another show. That's all I got, Brett.
All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.